Eromanga used to be nicknamed Opalopolis. But now it's other unexpected finds from the ground that are supercharging its future.
This discovery was found back in 2004. It was found by my 14-year-old son. He was mustering on a motorbike, an inquisitive young boy at the time, and thought it was an unusual rock. So it got taken down to the Queensland Museum and we got them to identify it, and it turned out to be dinosaur bone.
What Robin Mackenzie's son Sandy had discovered was a bone from a dinosaur that would have roamed this part of southwest Queensland around 95 million years ago. And it all started with something that I would look at and think that's just a rock.
Yeah, and it really does just look like a rock.
It does.
And from that point on, I was completely sold. Who gets to hold and who gets to have dinosaurs in their backyard?
Robin and her husband Stuart were graziers with no idea about dinosaurs. But with the support of the Museum of Queensland and a growing team of volunteers, they soon became adept at pulling larger and larger bones out of the ground. The question now was what to do with them.
We had no experience at all in any of this. We had no idea how to dig up a dinosaur bone, we had no idea how to prepare a dinosaur bone, we had no idea how to display, store, any of that. So, we had to be taught. It's very slow, but it's actually really, really rewarding. And you do need lots of people to help you. So we have had a lot of volunteers, like hundreds of people over the years have been involved in this process of uncovering these bones and prepping them.
As the collection grew, they realised they were dealing with one of the most important fossil sites in Australia. And one find was a true monster. Huh? Australotitan cooperensis, or Cooper, named after the Cooper Creek.
Get a load of this.
They're huge.
The biggest dinosaur ever found in Australia.
To dig these two bones out of the ground took about 7 people an entire week out in the field. And then to give you some idea of how long it took us to prep them, I actually prepped this bone. So this one side took an entire year of me working on it full time. So
this is the pelvis?
This is one half of the pelvis. There is another bone as well for the pelvis, and that's the other half over there. And then we've got the upper limb bones down there and the femur upper leg bone here. So massive, massive bones.
Huge.
Very, very large.
Cooper's discovery was the icing on the cake, adding to their now enormous array of dinosaur bones and megafauna.
And they shared a common ancestor with wombats.
The world's largest marsupials that actually lived alongside Aboriginal people for at least 40,000 years.
So if you think of the biggest bull you know, about that size.
They could now push towards their ultimate dream. The creation of the Eromanga Natural History Museum. The first phase of this extraordinary building complex opened in 2022, and eventually it will grow to house a full-size model of Cooper.
So they're not fresh bones, they're bones that have been in the ground for thousands and thousands of years.
And we also have, that was found in this site, the very first sauropod teeth or big plant eater teeth.
Robin and her husband Stuart, who also happens to be the mayor of Quilpie, hope the project will do great things for the area.
For the people who live out here that feel, we're remote, we're isolated, not many people, no one really cares about us. So yeah, to do something like this out here in a remote location gives them confidence and say, well, it doesn't matter where you are in this country, you can actually do it. You can have grand plans and you can deliver on them and you can achieve really exciting things.
This is what started it. This fist-sized piece of bone.
From one interesting rock has come all this. Predicted to draw in tens of thousands of visitors, it's injecting the whole Shire with hope.
It's been quite the grand vision. Will you ever stop?
I don't think so, no. I'll always want to be working on those fossils. So I think as long as I can sit in a chair and hold a probe and work a tool, I'll be doing that as long as I can.